G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport Apex 6. I'm here in a Chevrolet Camaro at Brands Hatch, and we're gonna see, is it any good? So we're off. This car is very iconic in the world of muscle cars due to the fact that it's a Chev. I'm not the biggest Chevrolet fan, however, I put up with it. It's not a bad car to drive so far. I get 6 laps around Brands Hatch to put in the best time. Bit sideways on the exit, but nothing we can't control. Back down to second, turn it in. Ooh, missed that quite badly. That's all good though. So yeah, this car is, very iconic in the muscle car world. Always has been really. But, yeah, I mean, like any American muscle car, they don't handle very well, and they go pretty hard in a straight line, but, yeah, sometimes they do struggle to, do simple things such as turn, I guess. But anyway, we're flying down the straight now, down into turn 1, back to 3rd gear, try and keep it turned in on the apex. Quite a lot of front push in this car, I noticed, into 4th. Before the hairpin, which we go all the way back down the gearbox to 1st gear. The 2nd briefly, which didn't really work for me. Back to 3rd. This Brands Hatch layout's a pretty fun one. I really enjoy this track. So, yeah, it was good fun driving these cars around here. Hopefully we'll get a definitive result out of it. But yeah, we've only tested 3 cars. They're all from the 70's. They're all muscle cars, and I think they're all the same class as well, roughly. They're pretty close to each other. I think this thing had a higher class rating. It was the same class but a bigger number. So I don't know what you call it, PI, points. So I don't know anyway. This one was apparently a little bit better. So we're back down the gears, back to 1st for the hairpin, try and keep it there. Now see, this time I'm using my controller because the steering wheel support for this game isn't very good, as we proved in the Mustang video, as I run very wide sideways out on the grass. So I'm just going to just use my controller in this one. So it's probably not going to be quite as good driving wise, however, considering all, don't think it's going to go too badly. As we come through this last, it's sort of a continuous turn, this straight, because you get the car set up for turn 1. I guess there is a little bit of a straight in there. Anyway, set up for turn 1. Very deceiving corner, this one. That's why I like this track so much. Hard on the stoppers into the hairpin. Brakes on this car weren't too bad. And the car itself, not really anything to write home about. But still, nice enough car to drive if you actually got it stopped in time, so you didn't end up with buckets of understeer and crashing into the first fence you saw. If you left it too late and turned in too late, it was a bit of a pig to try and get turned. But I think we overcome that. I messed up there quite a lot. However, back on the power for the straight that isn't really a straight, but could be classed as a straight. Yes, that's perfect. Embarking on lap 5 now. So this one and 1 more to go. Back down to 3rd for turn 1, 2nd even, briefly. But yeah, that time through there I ran it in a little bit too fast, didn't turn in early enough, and it just carried so much understeer through the middle of the corner that there's not much you can do. Back on the power. Love a good American, well not really, I don't like Americans, but I love a V8 anyway. That sort of came out wrong. I am Australian, don't worry. Australian V8s are much better, however, don't think you can get any on this game, so we have to put up with American rubbish V8s, but they're still good because they're V8s. Once again into this final turn, on the power. Yeah, it's not a bad car to drive fast. As we embark on lap 6. Yes. Let's try and get a stop for turn 1. Very squirrely on the brakes actually, a bit of curb through there. A bit more curb on the exit. Use all the curb on the exit actually. Down to second gear, roll it in first. Picked up the throttle too early there and it just understeered a little bit. We got it back under control. Big slide as I dropped the wheel in the grass, so that sort of barbecued that lap. However, we soldiered on up into the final complex here. That corner there caught this thing out. It just didn't feel like it had the grip really. So I rolled it in. Hard on the power up towards the finish line for this lap. Pretty good car this one. Now let's see what the lap time was. It was a 1 minute .467. Next up, the Pontiac Firebird. This thing is an absolute beast. It sounds incredible. So let's see how fast it goes around the short Brands Hatch circuit. Once again, 6 laps. This was the lowest classed car. Pretty nice to drive though, all things considered. Bit out of control on the curbing there on lap 1, just trying to get used to the car. Wasn't quite as much front push as I drop a wheel out into the dirt. But it could still catch you out as I dropped more than a wheel into the dirt there and nearly go for a spin. But it was a good drift, so it's all good. Oh, I love the way that Forza Motorsports Apex 6, whatever it's meant to be called, gives you points for drifting when you're just out of control. And there goes some cones. Yeah, very, very, very shabby first run in the Firebird. However, I guess that's sort of to be expected, coming from the Z28 that was quite nice to drive. This thing was different, that's for sure. Tried to get it stopped early for turn 1, back to second for a fraction of a second, didn't really work for me. Back on the power, on the brakes, 3, 2, 1, get it turned, try and be on the power as soon as I could be through there. This car you could actually get on the power sooner, but yeah, it just didn't seem quite as quick as Z28. But in my opinion, a much nicer car. I love the dashboard. Beautiful dashboard. Dropped it down a cog and flat to the floorboards for that last corner. Around the final turn onto the straight-ish. Wow, 179 kilometres an hour down into turn 1. I don't know how fast the Z28 was going, I didn't really pay any attention to it. However, these things happen. Back to first gear. Nice on the exit. On the brakes for this corner here. Back to second. Try and get it turned in on the power early, use as much of the road as I possibly could. Back on the ponies again. Through this kink here. Big lift at the start, however, still held 4th gear. Back to second for the final corner. First even. Yeah, I messed that up a bit. Back onto the straight again. Not a very long lap. As Z28 proved, it was about a minute. However, it's a fun track. It's a very technical track. You've got a lot of undulation changes, a lot of spots to mess up as I bury it in the gravel. Try and get it out. Yeah, you can actually get it out. But yeah, that was a bit too much speed coming into that first corner, and we just sort of lost it a bit. However, all is well as we get back on the power. Yeah, this lap's barbecued as well, but good thing we got 2 more still to go as I run very wide, use all of the road and the dirt and everything else that time through there. I was trying to get through here as close to flat out as I could. That was a little bit out of control, but we got through there alright, so I thought I'd work on that. Yes, so this was a pretty good car. Yeah, lovely. 5th lap, here we go. Late on the brakes for turn 1, back to 3rd. Roll it in a bit early, use the grass, may as well. Never hurt anyone. In the brakes, down to 1st gear for the hairpin. Try and get on the power as early as I could. 2nd gear. 3rd gear. Back on the stoppers, back to 2nd for this tricky little corner there. Bap, bap. In the grass on the way into the kink, had to have a big lift. I was just very, very close to binning it there, getting the wheel in, well, basically the whole right hand side of the car in the grass on the turn in point. Normally doesn't help, but we got away with it luckily. So eyes down for the start of lap 6. Pushed it very hard into turn 1, squirrely on the brakes. Just run it too wide in the gravel, that was that lap. Toast. So, only had, what's that, 4 actual, well, 3 flying laps that were any good. So then I was just trying to get the rear tyres to smoke, but then I realised I had the traction control on, so it would have been even more out of control had I not have had that on. And I was just being a dipstick with the handbrake, giving it a big slide, and there was no smoke, so I got mildly depressed. Yeah, pretty good car. I did enjoy driving it. It was a nice green as well. I love green. Green's a good colour. Quite a few good colours in this world. The next car is a brilliant colour. As we round the final corner, this lap was a nothing. But I gotta do what I gotta do. So coming up to the finish line now, what will the lap time be? It's gonna be a 1 minute .066, so faster than the Z28. Up next is a Mercury Eliminator. Now this thing had the best engine note out of the lot. 1, go! It wasn't as... this car sounded incredible. Like, I even turned the volume up through my headset halfway through recording this, just to listen to it. It was an amazing sounding car. And out of the 3 of them, I've always said that I like Mercury more, mainly because at the time this car came out it was owned by Ford, but the main reason is I like the look of it more. Those Z28 was a very sort of sports car shape. This thing was more of a car that you bought if you didn't really want a sports car and you didn't really want a muscle car, but you just wanted something that went like stink and looked good. Enter Mercury. The Eliminator, I'm pretty sure, is actually a Cougar, Mercury Cougar. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please comment. You know, like all of those things that occasionally happens. But yeah, so we're flying up to turn 1. We'll have to have a look next lap around, see what speed we get up to in the Mercury. Back on the power, 4th gear. Hard on the brakes. The brakes in this thing were incredible. I got stopped way too early for that corner. It was just amazing. You just stood on them and just car itself stood on its nose and did a big stoppie and just really stopped well. Doesn't mean I can drive it well, just means it'll stop well as I'm heading towards a fence at about 140 kilometres an hour. But we'll gloss over that. Basically flat through that kink there, the car felt like it had enough lateral grip that we could actually get away with that. It was around the final corner, a little bit wide, but carried good speed, about 100, didn't drop below 100 on the exit, so we're just going to have a look at the speed as we embark on lap 3. 179 again, so it's just as fast as the Firebird in a straight line. Oh, I'm in the gravel though, there goes that lap. Another barbecued lap. There seems to be a bit of a trend going on here, barbecuing things. Don't know why. Now I'm just being a bit of a dipstick. Still trying to get the tyres to smoke, not realising that I had traction control on. But at the end of the day, it was the same for all 3 vehicles, so what was I doing there? Bloody hell. Oh, I got an achievement of some description. Long haul something. Don't know what that means. That would obviously mean something. Flat in 3rd gear through there, but it didn't help that I had a diabolical run onto the straight being an idiot. Bit of a frame rate drop there, I don't know why that happens. Every now and again my computer just goes, you know what, no, I don't want to run at 30 FPS, you prick. But that's alright. Starting lap 4, into turn 1, learned from last time, hopefully. Yeah, sort of learned from last time, used all the curbs this time instead of the gravel and everything else. Knew I could be very late on the brakes into the hairpin. I think that is one of this car's major features, that it really embraces. The brakes are absolutely incredible as I hash up that corner completely, but that's nothing new. Bit of grass ain't hurt nobody. I feel like an American moonshine runner driving these cars. Like, yeah, I'm the Duke boys. Except they drove a Charger, not a Cougar. They should have driven a Cougar. I've realised what I've said. We'll gloss over that, but they should have. This I will call it Eliminator because word can get in a little bit of trouble. Anyway, the Eliminator, awesome car. They should have driven it. They could have fit more moonshine in the boot, and they would have looked more normal. If you get a blue Eliminator, no one's going to look at you. If you got orange Charger with 01 and a Confederate flag on the roof, you're going to be noticed, I think. However, it's a bit late for that now. I don't know, did anyone ever watch the remake of the Dukes of Hazzard that someone or other made? It was horrendous. They were too American, and the car was useless. But yeah, it was terrible in comparison to the original. The original was brilliant. I used to watch it on repeat when I was a little bit younger. But anyway, back to this car. Sorry, the whole American 70s muscle theme's got me all nostalgic. But we come onto the straight and embarking on the 6th lap. Okay. Oh, we got to 180 in a straight line that time. Aha! Beat that, you bloody Firebird. I don't know whether or not this car would beat them in drag race. Probably not. However, I feel that it was a nicer car to drive. It felt a little bit more relaxed, like you could roll it into the corner, you could pick up the power, you could use the grass, and all of that fun stuff. So once again, using quite a lot of grass, but it was flat, and there was still one wheel on the track, so that's good enough for me. As we come into the final corner, about to get the fastest lap time. This will be, I reckon they'll be very close, these cars. But we are about to find out. And it was a 59.7. Wow, that's fast. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Mercury Eliminator, the quickest 1970s American muscle car. Next was the Pontiac Firebird, 0.3 of a second down on it. And then third was the Z27, another 0.6 down on that. But I guess that's what it is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned to my channel for more content, and until next time, I'll see you later.